So hello everyone and welcome back to Hemel-Down Model Railway. Sorry for the poor lighting in here, but I need to dig out a couple more of my lights for up in the loft, but I just kind of wanted to show you some of the progress that I've made so far. Today I've just had a delivery of all the baseboard wood and all the ply. I'm about 90% done with all the flooring on the floor. It's been a little bit of a pain. I started cutting it with a handsaw and it was just taking absolutely ages, so I had to wait for a jigsaw to come so I could finish up the rest. But I'll just give you a little tour now of what the loft looks like. Still got another 3 or 4 foot or so to finish down in the corner to my right with the baseboards. I've still got another 6 or 7 packs downstairs, so that I'll easily do that. Now I've got the jigsaw absolutely flying through, having to cut those to size. So yeah, I'll just show you the progress so far. I hope that you enjoy this little bit of progress and finally get to see that things are starting to come together. It's not going to be long because I've still got 3 or 4 more days of my week off, so hopefully I should have at least 4 of the baseboards down, maybe a little bit more than that, to kind of, as you can see that space behind me, I should be able to fill at least 2 tables in there, and then 2 tables, if I pan you around, on the opposite side, so against this wall here and this wall here, so there'll be 2 tables there, 2 tables on the other side. This is the bit that I still have to finish with the baseboards. I can't work out where the camera's going. Still need to baseboard all of this end, but as you can see, I'm pretty much all up to that section, and then I've got some more baseboards that will finish off down past the chimney. So I would say about 70–80% of the whole loft will actually be boarded up, and then I'll finish off up in that corner. So what I'll do now is just give you a little brief show around, show you some pictures of all the wood that I'm going to be using for the baseboards, and then the next update, which will be out hopefully Monday, will be some of the boards together, and then hopefully for Wednesday the 27th, after I've had my sleep, because I'll be working Tuesday night, but I'm thinking of doing a bit of a live stream. Hopefully I'll do it just before Chris goes on, so I'm only going to do a short hour, maybe that sort of 5 till 6, because I don't want to interrupt anybody else's live streams and that. But I thought if I've got some tables up, we can just, you know, go through a few track plans and just see some of the new bits that I brought for the layout. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for your continued support, and we are not that far away now from actually being able to get some track down. Take care everyone, thanks again for your support, it's much appreciated, and thanks to all the new people that have joined, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now. So this is where I'm up to currently with the flooring. So I've still got enough boards to do all of this section in here, pretty much up to the hatch, so it'll only leave that corner there, and then I'm going to use like this mattress to pad over and keep down any dust from the insulation and stuff, just until I get the rest of the boards. But it's been really expensive, so, you know, doing it all myself, I thought I would save myself probably about 800 quid, 900 quid in labour if I just did it all myself. I started off using the old handsaw over there and having to chop every single board. I mean, this house is about 110, 115 years old, so none of the joists are like straight, and they all go in different sections and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been quite difficult. There's a few little gaps that you can see just in front of you, but the majority of it is all pretty much straight. I have secured it all in. It's all been raised up on battens and that as well. And then what I've done is, just with the offcuts, I've just stuck a few, as you can see there, just to sort of cover up the edges, you know, make sure I don't lose any bits of rolling stock or anything like that. When I was digging up around the other corner, I found this massive green carpet here. So what I'm going to do is, once I've made all my tables and that, is just carpet a little bit, just to give it a little bit more soundproof and stuff. Because while I'm up here, I'll be over one of the kids' bedrooms. Excuse me. So yeah, so I've got a few more days. I'm just going to do, like I say, this section, have that all boarded up. And then I've just had a delivery today, being Friday, of the wood. So these are going to form the baseboards. So I'm thinking about two of those lengths will become 2 tables over the whole back piece there. It's quite a large space. I think it's about, these lengths of wood, I can't remember what they were. I think it's about 2 meters or 2.5 meters. Yeah, so it's going to be about 5 or 6 meters in length. So going from this corner here and stretching over into that corner. And then what I'm thinking of the size of the table, if I bring it up level with about this line of brickwork here, that will give me a guide, which is going to be just below waist height for me, because that'll be sort of like the leg height, and then with like the thickness of the boards and the top baseboard, it should then reach up to about here. So legs will be up to here. Sorry, I'll pan you out a little bit so you can see. So legs will be up to this height. Thickness of the board and the baseboard should be about the same width, height as the brick. And then you can see. So for me, if I measure against me, that's pretty much to my hip. Just means then I can actually lean over. And then I brought my 9mm ply, and it's going to be about 2 foot in width. So if I look out to here, so it's roughly about 2 foot of my feet anyway. I'd say it's going to be about that distance, which will then travel all the way up to there. It will then go along, meet up to that piece of brickwork. I will probably have some points coming off for a curve that will come at that point, because then once I've boarded that, I'm going to use that a length down there, probably the same sort of size as one of these, that will then stretch all the way down the back there as part of a fiddle yard. The boards will probably stop, because of the slope of the roof. I'll probably just take another 2 foot or so into the corner here. So I'm thinking sort of about here. So if you can kind of measure that, sorry it's a bit wobbly. So I'll take another 2 foot all the way along and then join up to that. So there'll be a board that will come into there, and then eventually, once I have that back section there boarded, that will be another 10 foot of fiddle yard. So all of this part will be fiddle yard, and this part here will turn contain the curves, and then all that back section there, this is going to be just straight, so it will go straight, curve round there, curve round here, nice big long straight all the way down, starting the curve there, straight, and then curve back round into here. So I'll probably leave the video here, but this is sort of where I'm at. I've got my plywood downstairs. I just needed to get all of these battens up and this section of flooring down, so I've actually got then the space once I've cleared up all this mess, because it looks an absolute tip. But once I've cleared all this up, I'm going to sweep it all down, get the hoover in here and hoover out all of this sort of dust and stuff like that. I mean, now the dust has settled and stuff, there's not so much like particles. You can see with the light shining through, there's not tons of particles like, you know, flying through the air and stuff. So I'll you know, once all that's packed down and boarded up to that level, and then most of that section is done, I'm really not going to have much of this insulation exposed, but then over the next sort of 6 weeks or so, you know, maybe a couple of paydays, then I'll get all of that sort of finished off and stuff. Over the other side is half boarded because I've got all of my bits and pieces down, and so all the insulation's packed in over there. So yeah, I really will be limiting the amount of dust and stuff that goes around here. But then, like, all this chimney breast, as you can see, absolutely caked in stuff. So, you know, when the wind does blow through here and stuff, you know, that's just causing, you know, a bit of extra excess dust. So I'm going to get up here, hoover it all down. That's my next job before I start doing the baseboards. Is just get all this swept down, cleaned down. Talking about like insulation and stuff for the roofing, I've been told that it's going to be retiled. I'm not sure when that's going to be, so I'm going to just hold off for a very short while on any insulation on that side, just for now, just because if the roofing's done, then that's going to be, it will have to be taken off and stuff, because they'll refelt it and stuff already. So yeah, I'm having someone, you know, around to look at that, but that'll be sort of in the future. So for now, I won't have much insulation stuff. I've got this double lining stuff that's been put up here, which is, you know, you can see is half of it. So you know, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, the main thing is for me to get the baseboards done. So anyway, I'm waffling on way too much. Time is of the essence. It's about time I get this layout sorted. I really can't wait to use the absolute massive space that I've got up here. You know, it's going to be amazing. I mean, just this block here where there's like 2 boards in width. I mean, that was pretty much Hemel-Down when I was in the garage. Just this section here. So I've got another section there, then I've got all of that, which is going to be curves, and then, like I said, stretching down to fiddle yard, and then if I pan you around, going down that section as well, that will become a second fiddle yard as well. So yeah, you never know, in the future I may loop it round the chimney breast and to come back on itself, or maybe just even, you know, one line to come around the fiddle yard, but that's, you know, thinking way in the future. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing that this is actually happening. It's not just something that's not and I've talked about and it's never gonna crack on. You know, we're finally on the home stretch now of getting the flooring down, which is the biggest part, and then it will be making these. So I've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I work Tuesday nights, I'm awake Tuesday day, so I can be doing some then. And then Wednesday we'll be up here, we can have a look at the progress of how many boards that I have made. I've got 3 sheets of ply, which are the same length as those. So if I cut them in half and make them 2 foot wide, it will then fit through my loft hatch, which will then give me 6 lengths of ply, the same as that. So 2 and then 4, and then I'm not sure how far it will reach over on this side, but I might have some gaps in it where I can have, like, you know, some sort of bridges. So there might be a foot or so gap, and I can put some bridges in there or something. So yeah, I'm probably just a little bit short on wood, but if I can get the majority of this back section done, or that stretch, and most of this boarded, I'm only one section off then from getting a full loop in. So I might be able to have a couple of trains running maybe in a week, 2 weeks. Yeah, so thanks very much everyone. I'll speak to you all soon. There'll be another update video on Monday evening, and then I'll confirm definitely the times for the live stream on the Wednesday. Take care everyone, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for joining, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.